So I'm not necessarily a horror-based channel. In fact, I don't believe I have ever made a scary-esque video in my entire life, but it's spooky season, baby, and I wanted to celebrate my favorite month of the year by making a 4-part series dedicated to discussing the most disturbing videos that exist on YouTube. This is the first episode of a 4-part series that I will be uploading throughout the entire month of October and possibly the beginning of November if I need a few extra days to wrap up the series. But my goal is to premiere all of these parts within this month. Anyways, hi guys, I'm ZeroOmens, or John, or Mistake, and today I want to showcase and discuss the backgrounds of some of the most popular and some of the most unknown creepy, weird, disturbing videos that are available on YouTube. These videos are not listed in any particular order, so don't worry about that. If you guys find this video to be enjoyable, then please leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new around here. And I guess just a fair warning to all of you, this video or series of videos might be disturbing to some of you, it might not, but if you get spooked easily, if you're someone that doesn't like weird or creepy or disturbing videos, then just click off the video, go grab a Slurpee, it's not a big deal. But with all that out of the way, let's get started. Obey the Walrus. Obey the Walrus is a video which was first uploaded on a website called eBombs World, but was then uploaded to YouTube on January 25th, 2008 by this user. The description of the video reads, Obey the Walrus, known in Spanish as Obedece la Morsa, is a video allegedly created by a Latin American cult known as La Morsa or the Walrus, and it is said that bad things happen after watching the video. However, as we continue to read the bio, it states that the woman featured in the video is actually old footage of an American born as Johnny Bima, who later obtained the stage name of Sandy Crisp. She is more popularly known by the nickname Goddess Bunny. Goddess Bunny obtained her figure when she contracted polio as a child. The Goddess Bunny has nothing to do with the cult of La Morsa. It is simply archived footage of her that has been edited and spread on the internet, along with the stories of it being haunted for the sole purpose of making you ship bricks. The person in the video goes by the name Sandy Crisp. Sandy was born on January 13th, 1960 in California. She was a transgender woman who sadly contracted polio. The malpractice of the doctors who were treating her illness resulted in her disfigurement and disability, and she had to use canes and a wheelchair for mobility later on in life. She was a pretty well-known figure, being featured in Marilyn Manson videos back in the day. The clips of Sandy used in the video Obey the Walrus were taken from the 1994 film The Goddess Bunny, which was directed by her adopted son. Now sadly, Sandy passed away in January of last year due to complications from COVID-19. I feel like what makes this video so unsettling for some is due to the lack of context that comes with it, which is totally understandable because I think people tend to fear what they don't fully understand. And to some people, this video might just seem like an art project, but to others it might feel like a piece of content straight from the deep web, which of course it isn't. And I think what also kind of sucks is that people online will mostly remember this woman for being a part of a creepy online video, when in reality, she was a very nice person with tons of talent. Now I truly hope Sandy rests in peace, and I hope that this explanation at least clears up any confusion about Sandy. Even though she was a great person, this video edit truly does give off some unsettling vibes. Horned Grandma. Horned Grandma is a video that was uploaded by a channel known as Davy Force on March 23rd, 2007. However, there is an IMDb page about the video which states that it was released on May 15th, 1998, was produced by Force Extreme Animation, directed and written by Davy Force, had an estimated $500 budget, and was featured in Spike and Mike's Festival of Animation along with a bunch of other shorts. The video is about an animated elderly lady claiming to be the viewer's grandmother. The lady has a goat or devil horn protruding out from the middle of her forehead. The woman also sounds like a demonic chipmunk, and she spends a portion of the video persuading the viewer to give her a kiss. As the video progresses, she gets angrier and angrier at the lack of the viewer giving her a kiss. So let this be a friendly reminder to all of you, please kiss your grandmothers. For some reason, and honestly, I could make the same statement about a lot of these entries, but this feels like an Adult Swim bump that was just extended beyond the traditional bumper runtime, like a bump that had overstayed its welcome. Henry Eats. So Ben Wheel is a YouTube channel with almost 60,000 subscribers. The channel primarily uploads surreal horror animated videos. They've uploaded some pretty creepy animations before, like Val 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 and 1995_twitch.avi, but the video I want to focus on for this entry is Henry Eats. Now Henry Eats is a 4-minute short which according to the description was Ben Wheel's first animated short from 2003, but the video was uploaded to his channel on December 13th, 2013. The video follows a brain-like creature that eats the heads of miniature figure-like men. The camera then zooms out to reveal Henry, who lives in a cabin in the middle of the woods. What appears to be a tooth fly, or a fly that is a tooth with a faucet attached to its back, zooms towards Henry and dispenses an unknown, mysterious white liquid into his mug. All of a sudden, a small door opens up and a crawling dude comes out and drinks the mysterious white liquid from the cup with a straw. Once he finishes the drink, he crawls back into his space and shuts the door. The next day we see a shot of the woods where a dinosaur humanoid-like creature emerges and walks towards the cabin. The tooth fly dispenses another cup of liquid, crawling dude comes out from his hole, drinks from a straw again, and the dinosaur enters Henry's house. The dinosaur then eats crawling dude, and as he goes to take a bite out of Henry, the scene cuts back to the brain-like creature eating heads, except the conveyor belt stops delivering the heads. We then get a shot of the cabin in the woods with a decapitated Henry standing in the window as the music plays. Thus ends the short, and the mystery to this day is, what happened to the tooth fly? You know, on the surface level, this just seems like a very disturbing art project with zero meaning behind it, but commenters have created their own interpretations of Henry Eats. I'll throw some of those interpretations up on screen for you guys to read as I wrap up this entry. Henry Eats is definitely a very unique animation. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen anything as unique as Henry Eats in my entire life. It's definitely a creepy looking video. Clip95.mp4. Clip95.mp4 is a 30-second video uploaded on July 23rd, 2011 by a YouTube channel called Found on the Tape, and it features a black and white video with several mysterious creepy figures, a puzzle of sorts, maybe a cipher or a message, and the audio is pretty ominous as well. In total, there are 3 videos on the Found on the Tape's YouTube channel: Clip94.mp4, 95, and 84. Each video is less than a minute long, and without context, these would probably spook the tits off of anyone who might have accidentally stumbled upon them late at night. However, from what I can gather, this YouTube channel and these videos are a part of an ARG, and according to some comments, the creator ended the ARG because they could not keep up with people solving it, which kinda sucks. Either that or the creator themselves got tired and discontinued the project altogether, which is totally possible. It seems like there was a pretty big community in on this ARG at the time. In fact, there is even a wiki page for the Found on the Tape ARG, which contains an analysis of each video, maps, etc. I'll throw it up on screen if any of you guys want to search this up for yourselves and check it out if you're a fan of ARGs. But again, as far as I know, this project has been discontinued. But either way, these videos are kind of terrifying. They are definitely creepy. Yelling creature. On October 30th, 2006, a YouTuber named Rob Herman uploaded an animation titled Yelling Creature, which features a mysterious monster that shouts, "No!" So the creature is actually Rob Herman himself. His face was masked onto a picture of a clay sculpture, and Rob, no offense man, but you are a scary dude. This is one of those situations where there isn't really a backstory to this creepy video other than it was just a fun art project meant to be creepy. At the time of me writing this script, Yelling Creature has over 12 million views. Anyways, send this video to your grandmother late at night. She'll love it. These are the things we do. These Are the Things We Do is a song and music video created by a channel known simply as Brian. The video was uploaded to their YouTube channel on January 6th, 2014. The easiest way that I could describe this video to you guys is, I don't really know, to be honest. It's an animated video of people dancing to the song, but they don't quite look right. In fact, most of them look as if they were either the victims of a government experiment or they grew up next to a nuclear reactor. Honestly, I couldn't tell you the meaning behind this art project if there was even a meaning to begin with. The song and video is just super ominous, but hey, it's still a pretty unique piece of art, so thanks a lot, Brian. Just like Henry Eats, people are creating their own interpretations of what this video could possibly mean, so again, I'm gonna throw some of those explanations up on screen for you guys to read, but whether there is a philosophical meaning behind this piece of art or not, it's still pretty haunting, especially if you click on the video late at night, alone, in a cold, dark room full of bugs, a thunderstorm outside, your dad's wearing form-fitting leggings. Okay, that's enough. That's terrifying. Ugh! Mr. Bizarre sings Pretty Woman. So take a look at this video right here. Nothing super crazy, right? Just an elderly man lip-syncing to the hit song Pretty Woman. Is there anything creepy about this video to you guys? Maybe the old guy just looks a bit creepy because, you know, he's old. Is that correct? Well, after what I'm about to tell you guys, you'll never be able to look at this video the same way ever again. The man in the video was named Ed Muscare. He was born on September 27th, 1932, which, geez, I guess I share a birthday with this guy. Yeah, that's kind of sad. I'm just gonna keep talking. He joined the army in 1952, where he worked as a Morse code operator, got married in 1959, got divorced soon after, and his ex-wife died in 1961. In the 70s, Muscare began his entertainment career in Kansas City, Missouri, as the host of a children's program called 41 Treehouse Lane, which he hosted until 1983. Ed also hosted a late-night show called Uncle Ed's All Night Live until 1984. The following year, he debuted on TV in Phoenix as the host of Friday Night at the Frights, which was a late-night program airing horror movies. However, he resigned abruptly 1 year later. In 1986, Muscare was arrested for sexually battering a 14-year-old boy and was sentenced for 18 months and placed on 10 years probation. His name was added to the sex offenders registry. In 2006, Ed would create his YouTube channel using the pseudonym Edoram and posted 130 videos of himself online, and those videos would consist of him partaking in strange antics and even lip-syncing to popular music. 1 year later, he left his home in Florida because he claimed that he had suffered harassment from neighbors who had learned that he was on the registry. He relocated to South Carolina, where although he was legally required to inform the local authorities about his status as a former offender, he never did, because he feared that he would be persecuted by his new neighbors if they found out about his criminal past. He later appeared on television in which he argued for offenders to be given a second chance in society, and that he refused to inform local authorities about his former crime as he feared for his safety. But uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! The South Carolina Police Department saw him on TV, got a warrant, and arrested him. Police in 2009 went to his home, confiscated his alcohol and computer, had his computer inspected. They found nothing bad on his computer, and rather than being sent to prison for refusing to tell law enforcement in South Carolina about his crime, he was placed on probation for 5 years, and that he was not allowed to own a computer without permission. Now, despite not being able to upload videos himself, he would continue to film and asked a friend to upload the content to his channel for him. Ed saw this as a loophole in his probation. However, prosecutors saw that as a breach, and he was sentenced to 5 years in prison, where he eventually died from a tumor in his neck. Lots of people online will either argue that he was an offender and should have been in prison forever, and others argue that he was a sweet old man who learned his lesson. Now, while I'm not here to discuss what is morally right or wrong, what I will say is that, knowing what we know now, the videos are still pretty creepy. Just an old man with wild hair lip-syncing to a song with a low-quality camera kind of makes me uncomfortable, but that's just me. Anyway, try sleeping at night after listening to Pretty Woman. Pencil Face. Okay, Pencil Face was a short uploaded by Scad Shorts on May 15th, 2008. The video features a girl and an ominous human-sized pencil with a cheeky smirk. The girl uses the pencil to draw anything she imagines into reality, like cake and a kite. Eventually, she draws a swirl which looks like it was going to be a lollipop, but it turns into a black hole or a vacuum and sucks her right in. Now, people in the comments of the video believe it to be a metaphor about kidnapping, the pencil being an abductor. One person said that the video felt like a McDonald's advert Japan would release, which I kinda see. Personally, I think it's a video maybe about greed or even gluttony. The girl has a pencil which can summon whatever she draws into reality. So if we're going off the gluttony theory, she could draw as much food as she wants into reality. But eventually she might end up in a negative cycle of overeating and cannot escape. Kinda like a black hole or a vacuum? Maybe? I don't know. That's just how I interpret it. And what's great about these videos is that you can interpret them however you want. I know I said this before, but I'm gonna say it again. A lot of these videos just remind me of very old Adult Swim bumpers. This video definitely reminds me of like a 2006 Adult Swim bump you would see at like 2 in the morning. Just unexplainable. SIGYGIS. This horrific video was uploaded on July 20th, 2020 by a channel called Stop Talking to Me. There's really no explanation that I can provide as to what the f this video is about. My guess is that it's either a creepy art project or the beginning to an ARG that never quite gained traction. According to people in the comments of this video, the footage is from a movie called Begotten, which was a film from 1989. There are 3 videos on Stop Talking to Me. SYGYGIS2469.4629.1, which is another horrific video, and then there is a short called It Says It Works Emma, which appears to be someone buying Robux. A lot of these videos without context are freaky, but I think this is the first video where I just cannot wrap my head around what it could mean because there is no explanation that I can find as to what SYGYGIS means. The safest answer is to probably call it an ARG or even an art project, or maybe someone saw the movie Begotten and was like, I want to upload some clips from the movie to YouTube. But the channel just doesn't make any sense to me because there's two creepy videos and then there's just a video of someone buying Robux. I don't know, maybe you guys know what's happening. I have nothing. I'm an idiot. I know jack shit. Rare, rabies in a human. Disclaimer, I am not allowed to show footage of this video to you guys because YouTube will 100% age restrict my content. But what I can say is that it's a very educational and very disturbing piece of material. You could find it on YouTube though. I'm not going to show you footage though, I can't. Rare, rabies in a human is a snippet from a video called Rabies in Man, US Army Medical Service 1955. So in 1955, a group of 29 villagers from Sani, Iran were attacked by a rabid wolf. A medical team documented one of the villagers as their case of rabies progressed. They secured the man to a bed, and over the next few days, observed as he frothed from the mouth, choked on his food, convulsed, and after 5 days, died. Visually, this is a horrific video to watch, not just because of the black and white footage and the ominous background noise plaguing the audio while it's being narrated, but because we as viewers are literally observing a real person slowly dying in front of us from a disease that doesn't have a cure. Now, thankfully, according to Dan Riskin, an evolutionary biologist, medicine and technology has made it easier to fight rabies as long as a person who is affected with the virus gets the medical help that they need before the symptoms develop. While it may be too late for this gentleman, he might have played a key role in furthering our knowledge about rabies. So to that I say, thank you and may you rest in peace, sir. But this is definitely a horrific video to watch. So that concludes part 1 of this 4-part series on the weirdest, creepiest, most disturbing videos that exist on YouTube. If you guys did enjoy this video and you learned something new, consider giving it a like and maybe comment down below on some other creepy videos that you believe I should cover over the next 3 parts. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around here, click the bell icon to be notified on whenever I upload a brand new video, follow me on all of my social links like Instagram and Twitter, and join my Discord server, links in the bio below. Have a spooky day everyone, and remember to take a shower.